Okay, in this fourth video for our fifth video for our storage shed, we're going to create the door that we're going to put in the front of it. We're just going to create this door from scratch. So we'll create a door jamb, and then we'll place a door inside that jamb. So we'll create a layer or tag over here, and our new tag we will call door, and hit enter. We'll make door our current tag drawing layer, and then I'm just going to come right over here, and I'm going to create a profile right here that I'm going to run all the way around the opening for the jamb. So I'm going to come out from the base here with the guideline 0.75. And then I'm going to come out from that with another one, guideline, and we'll just make it 0.25. From the front right here, we're going to make it so our door opens in. So we're going to put a stop out here. From the front right here, we will come in about 1 inch, and then we'll go back another 3/4. And now we've got this right here. We're going to do this. So I'm going to take my pencil tool. I'm going to create a profile. So I'm going to start right here, come out to here, to here, to here, right around this thing like this. Now right here I need to reference this corner. So I'm going to just go over, hover, and then move straight out to this line, and see how it automatically gives me the perpendicular to that. So I'll pick right there, go in there, and then I'll finish it off by coming all the way back out. So there is my profile right there. I'll delete my guides, go edit, delete guides. There's my profile. I'm going to make my profile a group. So I'll triple click it, right click, make it a group. Okay. Now I'm going to give a path that I want my profile to follow. So that's basically going to be 3 lines on the outside of my siding right here. So I'm going to go to my line command right here. I'm going to pick right here. I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to pick the corner of my door opening. I'm going to slide over here and pick, reference this corner. Notice how I'm going to reference it because it sits back. So I'm just going to hover, move out, and it will reference that. Well, I said it would reference that. And then straight down. Oops, I missed it. If you do something like that, all you got to do is go edit, undo, and we'll make that a little bit simpler. I'm going to throw a couple guidelines in here real quick. So I'm going to throw a guideline right here. Oops. Okay. And I'm going to throw a guideline down here too. Okay. So that is going to be my following point right there. Go back into my line command. Go back up here and come right across the top to where my guidelines intersect. And then all the way down to the bottom where my guidelines intersect. Right. When you get the intersection, right there. Okay, so now I've got 3 lines all the way around it. I'm going to pick this line. I'm going to hold down my shift key. I'm going to pick the line across the top, still holding down my shift key. I'm going to pick the line going down the left-hand side. So I've selected 3 lines right there. I'm going to release my shift key. I'm then going to go over here and grab the follow me tool, which is right here underneath push pull. I'm going to pick on it. I'm going to zoom in down here on my profile. I'm going to right click on my profile and say edit the group, and then just pick my profile. What it will do is it will put that profile all the way around that path. So now I've got a door jamb going all the way around that path. Pretty slick. Say close, and all of that is a group. Okay? So the next step is going to be, I'm going to create my door. So in order to create my door, I'm going to turn my 2 roof layers off real quick. So I'll turn off that one and that one. I'm going to slide right in here to the inside. I'm going to put a couple guidelines in. So I'm going to come off of this line right here. I'll put a guideline in right here behind my stop, and I'm going to come back 1.5. There we go. So I got a line right there and a line back 1.5, and I'm going to put a rectangle in there. So I'm going to start right here. I'm going to go to right here. I'm going to push pull that all the way up, and I'm just going to make it a group, and that will be my door right there. Okay. All right. So I can turn everything back on here. All's good. Got my door in there now. I'm now going to go around to the back, and I'm going to create a window right here. So I'll delete some guides, and my window, for my window, I'm going to draw a rectangle right here, the size of my opening. And then I'm going to go over here to my offset tool. I'm going to say offset, oops. If it automatically offsets, just go up and undo that offset. Try offset again. I'm going to offset 1.5. Okay. And I'm just going to delete the inside of that. So I'll say delete. All right, so there, what I've created is just that. I'm going to push pull that all the way to the inside. And that is going to serve as my window frame all the way around there. I'll make it a group. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glass in there. So I am going to pick at the midpoint of my frame right there. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to pick at the midpoint of my frame there with a rectangle command. And the midpoint of my frame there with the rectangle command. I'm then going to push pull that straight out 0.5. And we'll make that a group. Okay. Now, if I wanted to, I could place these two together in a group for my window. So I could grab the frame, I could grab the glass, I could right click and say, make that a group. So what I've created there is a group of two grouped objects. Okay. Now, for my window, for the frame, you can create whatever color you want. For the glass right there, what we can do is we can right click and edit this group. And I can come over here in my materials menu and find glass. I think it's glass and mirrors right here. And then I can just grab this gray translucent glass, click that, and now see I can see through there. I can see into my house. Right click, close that group. Okay. Now the last thing we're going to have to do to this thing is going to be put a little bit of trim around my door and window. This is very, very easy. This is how I'm going to create my trim. Go right here. Create a rectangle on the outside of your window. Go to your offset command. Sorry, right here. Pick that edge and go outward, and we'll go 3.5. Erase the inside. And now we're going to push pull the outside out. We'll just push pull it out 1. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to add some lines in here. So it looks like I've got 4 separate boards here. So the correct way of doing that is straight across on the top, all the way down the sides. There's my standard window trim. Triple click that. Make that a group. Go to my front door. We're going to be doing a similar thing. So I'm going to go right here off the edge of my jamb with a guideline. So I'm going to come off the edge of my jamb right here. Guideline 3.5. I'm going to go right across the bottom of my jamb like that. I'm going to go up to the top. I'm going to go across the top of my jamb. and then go up 3.5. And then we would do the same thing over here on the left side. So I'm going to come off the edge of my jamb, my door jamb, 3.5. Now I have enough guidelines to create some rectangles in here. So I'm just going to do a rectangle from there all the way down to here. I'll do a rectangle from here all the way up to here. Then I'll do a rectangle overall on the top. Okay? I'm going to take those rectangles individually and I'm going to pull them out one. If I want to, I could just grab this surface and pick on this surface and I'll pull it out even. We did that earlier when we were doing some roof framing. See how it works. But I want to make that a group and I'm all the way done. So I'm going to triple click that. Make it a group. And there's that. Delete my guides. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some trim on my corners. Very easy to do this. This is a very easy method of doing this. Create a square right here, just a blue square on the ground. It's going to be 4, 4. Okay. Then I want you to go to right here on this corner, and I want you to come down in this direction and go 3, 3. You're then going to erase those two lines. Take this, make it a group. Okay? So now I've got one going this direction. I'm going to need one at each corner. So I'll take that right there, and I am just going to start to copy this to each of my corners. And I can copy both of these by picking on this one, holding down Shift and picking on this one. I'll copy both of those to the other side. This way I have 4 of these. Okay. And now I'll take the first one right here. I'll go move and I'll put the inside corner right there. Oops. Got to get me a little set of guidelines here because I've got the batten or the recessed portion of my board and batten siding, so I need to put it right there. So I'll move it to right there. Get it where you can see it here. I want to put it right on that intersection right there. And then I'm just going to take that and I am going to push pull it, right click, edit the group. I'm going to push pull that to the top of my wall. Okay, and I can pull it all the way to the top of that siding right there. And if I want to, I can put a little line on it and push pull the face of it on up a little bit higher. So that it goes to right there. Okay. Now, if I get this issue where it's going to stick out like that, don't forget what we can do there is I can hide my roof. So click on your roof shingles and say hide, or really we don't need to hide them. I could just simply click on my roof deck right here, go to Tools, Solid Tools, Trim, and pick this, then come back. Triple click that end right there, hit delete, and now it trims it off nice and even up under my roof deck right there. So you guys can go ahead now, go to each one of your corners right here, rotate them around so they're going the right direction. For this one I'd have to rotate 90. And I'm just going to create a couple guidelines right here that allow me to have an intersection to move this to. Put it right there. Edit that. Pull this up to the siding on the side. Draw a line under there. and then pull this up through the roof. Go to your selection tool, click on the roof decking, the OSB portion, tools, solid tools, trim, click that. Go to your selection arrow, triple click that, and delete the top. Okay, you guys are on your own. Go ahead, put your trim on the back, and that should finish up your shed. If you get done with this assignment early, please try to enclose the entire overhang with a flat surface. I'll give you some extra credit if you can create that all the way around there on your own. Good luck.